Hi, hi, hi. We are live. We'll just wait for a few minutes for people to show up. Then we can start this live stream. In the meanwhile, if you have any questions, the live chat option, which is on the right side of the screen, to ask your questions. Just allow me a moment. I am putting up an Instagram story announcing that the live session has started. So that more people might be able to join. Hi, hi, hello, hi, Urjit Patel. Happy to have you here. We are going to start this in just 2 minutes, maybe even less than that. Just give me a moment. All right, I have shared it on Instagram. I have tweeted about it. I forgot to put up a post on LinkedIn, but that's fine. I hope we will have a decent enough audience for this uh, live session. So, today's topic is about what I would do if I had to start again from scratch as a freelance writer. And I'm going to share all the step by step process that I would use if, I had like zero experience, zero published articles, zero skills. What would I do if I wanted to make money as a writer? That's what this session is going to be about. And hello, Urjit, and hello, Het. Thanks for being here. Thank you, everyone who is attending this live currently. Just remember, this is going to be an interactive session like last time. So you get live chat option at the right side of your screen to ask me any questions you might have. Okay. So let's get started. So before I dive into today's workshop, I want to do a quick throwback to last week's workshop, or I think 2 weeks back before workshop, where I talked about how I would be like, if you want to become a high paying freelance writer in 2024, how you can do it fast. And in that, I shared that the first step you should do is to hunt for clients in your niche. Then you should send them an email, making a pitch, and then you make them an offer. It was as simple as that. But I would not start it in that way. Why? Because if I were to start today, my goal would not be to make money immediately. Because as a writer, I've been in this business for so long. Right? I know that this you want to make money immediately from writing, that mindset is not correct because that can lead you to disappointment. See, freelancing or writing in general is not a very stable job. You can't guarantee every month how much money you're going to make. Your income is going to fluctuate a lot. And that's why if I have the mindset that I need to make money immediately, I can get disappointed when the money doesn't come. And if that happens, I will just lose my steam, I will lose my motivation, and I will feel that what's the point of it all? I just give up. And nobody wants to give up before their career even started, right? So the roadmap that I shared in the previous video, you are in a okay, voice is breaking. I hope it's better now because I had some Wi-Fi issues, but now it seems to have been spotted. Please do let me know if it's a little better now. I hope, hope, I hope. Fingers crossed. So yeah, as I was saying, in the live stream that I shared 2 weeks ago, the roadmap that I mentioned definitely works, but I would not use that personally because my goal would not be to make money immediately. I believe that as a writer, first I need to have lot of skills. I need to be employable. I need to be irreplaceable to my clients. If I have a lot of skills and I can charge a lot of money as well. It's as simple as that. Right? The logic and the correlation are super simple. So I would not aim for money immediately. Instead, what I would do is I would spend the first few months or maybe even the first year of my writing career in building my portfolio. So what this means is I would pick a niche and then I would stick to writing articles about that. Uh, and if I had to pick a platform, I would definitely pick two platforms. Two platforms, there's a reason for that as well. Let me explain. First, I would pick Medium because I love Medium, and Medium is a great place for you to get global exposure. As per the recent Medium publication crawl that just happened few days back, the CEO of Medium, Tony Subelbine, mentioned that Medium currently has 990,000 paying subscribers, which means almost a million people pay $5 every month to Medium to read stories there, and this number has grown three times in the past 4 or 5 months. So Medium is a great place to get exposure. Even if you don't make money from it, it's a great place to build your personal brand. And as we all know, currently the Medium Partner Program is not open in India. So if you're an Indian writer or if you belong to countries like Brazil, Pakistan, Bangladesh, then you can't make money from the Medium Partner Program. But that's fine because my goal at the start of my writing career would not be to make money, as I already mentioned. My goal would be to establish myself as a thought leader in my niche of choice. So, what I would do is I would go to Medium and make a profile on Medium, and I would start writing articles there. Yeah, as I'm a new writer, uh, initially the articles will not be of good quality, but while I'm writing, I will also read articles at the same time. I would read all the high performing articles on Medium to understand what kind of topics and what kind of writing works on the platform. What is the format of a viral article? And I would try to reverse engineer that in my writing. See, here is something I want to mention. Most writers, when I tell them about starting their journey, the first thing they ask is about a book or a course. So they want to know if there is a book or a course that will help them become a freelance writer. But according to me, the best resource that can teach you writing is experience. Once you start writing, you get feedback from people. So you iterate your article based on your feedback and you publish again. And if you submit to publications on Medium, you get feedback from the editors as well. So that helps you refine your writing, fine tune your writing. So if you take a course and if you practice in stealth mode at your home, you wouldn't know what your audience wants from you, or you wouldn't even be able to build an audience. But if you publish on Medium, if you build in public, then you're going to get feedback. You're going to also build an audience who is going to be your loyal followers as your journey evolves and you grow as a writer. So yeah, as I mentioned, I would start on two platforms. The first is Medium. Even if I can't make money, I'm still going to write on Medium because it's so easy to create a profile there and it's so easy to publish my first article. That would definitely be my first choice. The second choice would be I would use either WordPress or Wix to make my own website, make my own blogging website. I would buy a domain and I would repurpose all my Medium articles on this blog. So Medium has this great feature called Canonical, where you can add a link to your story if it's already been published somewhere else. So what I would do is I would publish an article first on my website, on my WordPress or Wix website, and then I would take that link of the published article and put it as a canonical link on Medium. The reason to do this is that Medium has a great domain ranking, a great domain authority. So if somebody searches relevant topics on Google, Medium's high DA will let that article be on the top few results of Google. So I can piggyback on that and push my website's ranking higher. So that is like a cheat code or a hack that I would use to make my website popular. Because since I'm a new writer, right, my website would have no audience, no traffic, nothing at all. But I can use Medium's high DR, high domain authority to get more views. So, but with but you might be thinking, if I'm already writing on Medium, what's the point of publishing the same content again on a website? So the reason to do this is because a website gives me autonomy. Medium as a platform might ban my account any day, or the whole website might go down because it's not able to make money. What will happen to me then? If I have a website, first of all, my published articles remain there as a testament, as a proof that my portfolio exists. And secondly, once my website gets older and gets more traffic, then I'll be able to monetize my website through ads. So we all know Google AdSense and Zoic. There are so many platforms out there that let you monetize your website through ads. That's something I would do. Obviously not at the beginning of my career, but maybe 1 year or 2 years later, it would be a good idea to monetize my website. So that is why when I have to start my career as a writer from scratch, I would start writing long form content first on my website. Second, I would just repost the same on Medium. So that is what I would do as the first step. The second step that I would do is I would want to constantly upskill. I would want to constantly improve my writing as I keep on publishing. So how do I do that? There are multiple ways. I have already talked about all of these ways a while back, but let me break it down for you so it becomes easy for you to understand. So when I publish articles, right, I would get comments from people all over the world. So I would read what those comments are saying. I would take those suggestions into consideration and I would implement them in my article. So publish, get feedback, iterate based on feedback. That's the approach I would. Secondly, once I have published, say, 50 or 100 articles, I would check the article stats. I would try to see which article has the most number of views, and I would try to understand why this article is working. What is that special X factor in that article that's giving this so many views compared to other articles? And then I would try and see if I can reverse engineer that, if I can break it down into steps so that I can use those same tips and tricks in all my other articles. I know this sounds a little bit cliched, but it's also very true because here you are not using anybody else's content to improve, you're using your own content to become the best version of yourself as a writer. So yes, that's the second step I would take. And until now, if you have any questions, please let me know in the live chat section. I'm here to talk to you, here to answer all your questions as well. So yeah, as I mentioned, these were the two steps. I would keep on publishing. I would keep on repeating step one and two over and over again until I see some decent traction. So if suppose I say I spend 1 year publishing articles and I keep on writing articles and make a personal brand, then in 1 year, I would definitely be one of the very few people who are talking on this particular topic, which would make me a subject matter expert there. Uh, I'll be back to this point once again. I'm just going to answer Head Sangvi's question, which is, would Quora be a good place to write on? So, a little bit fun facts about Quora. If you are not aware, a few months back, Quora made a major pivot. So initially, Quora was a very community-based platform, right? Like you write, you read, you interact, you form a community of people, and the user is the most important part of Quora's ecosystem. But like in 2023, Quora made a pivot. So they now have an AI assistant called Poe, Poe. Poe is Quora's AI assistant, and you can ask any question to Poe, and Poe is going to answer it for you. So I don't have any insider information on what the CEOs of Quora think on this, but to me as a user, it seems like Quora is putting a lot of weightage on AI as compared to the questions answered by humans. So I'm not sure what the future is like for Quora because maybe they are going to shift to a completely AI based platform, Or maybe they are going back to the community approach and this AI is just an experiment. It's not the right place for me to say. But if I had to start, I wouldn't choose Quora because of this very reason. Because I am not sure how much they care about me as a writer. So I'm not going to waste my time and energy on a platform like that. But when it comes to Medium sends me every week telling me how much they appreciate my writing. Medium hosts this weekly office hours where every writer can join and talk to people who are from Medium. And Medium hosts some stuff like Medium Day and Publication Crawl, where all writers are free to join and learn from the best Medium. So this gives me the message that Medium as a platform cares a lot about me as a writer. So Medium wants to be a community-based place where the whole ecosystem is built because somebody is writing on. So that is why, as opposed to Quora, who has recently made a pivot to AI, I would prefer Medium because Medium has been very clear on their AI stance and they have been very clear that they are willing to give more and more support to their writers. So that's my 2 cents on it. I would love to hear your thoughts as well. Aside from that, let me come back to what I was talking before this question arose. So, yep, in 1 year, once I keep publishing articles every week, I would have a decent articles in my online repertoire. I would have a decent number of articles on my online portfolio. So that way I can show somebody that this is my body of work. So this is when I would start approaching clients for freelance work. This is where I would use all the exact step-by-step process that I detailed in the last live session I did where I talked about how you can find high-paying freelance clients as a beginner. So I'm not going to repeat the entire process for you, but I'm going to quickly summarize. So people who attend the last session or need a quick reminder can still get some value from it. So first step, first step is identifying clients in my niche. Whatever my niche may be, I have to understand who are the companies and websites who are willing to pay for me for writing in that particular niche. So for me, my niche would be self-improvement. So what I would do is I would go to a place like AppSumo or I would go to a place like Product Hunt where new tools are being released, right? And then I would search for that keyword there. On AppSumo or on Product Hunt, I would search for productivity or I would search for journaling. Then I would get a list of tools, a list of AI apps that are new in the market and looking for customers. So these would be my potential clients. So once I get a list, I would go to the website of all these tools, and I would see if they have a blog, if they have a active social media presence. If they do, that means they already have writers on their payroll. They won't. But if they don't have a blog, or if the CEO is the only one who's writing articles on their blog, then it's a great place for me to jump in and pitch my services. So what I would do is I would connect with this CEO or the founder on LinkedIn. I would connect with them on LinkedIn. I would drop them a message saying my name is Anand. This is my portfolio. I have already written so many articles that are ranked on Google. I have seen your blog. I have seen that you don't have enough articles on your blog. I would love to remedy that. Something like that. Something along those lines. I would write the email to them. And then I would add a call to action at the end saying that if this is something that aligns with your marketing plans, please reply to this email or please let's get on a call. Here's my Calendly link. So that is what I would do to start approaching clients. And that's what I would do to make money as a freelance writer as well. So let me address this question that I got from Ed Sangvi, which says how to get an idea that your niche has a good paying or not. So if your niche has a lot of tools, if your niche has a lot of competing websites on it, then you definitely will get good money from it for sure. For example, if I'll give you an example of a writer who worked with me. So that writer chose a niche of feminism. Feminism is a great topic. It's a very powerful topic. You can change lives by writing about it. But you will hardly find any tools about feminism, right? There would be no apps that would help you be a better feminist, or no apps that teach you to be a feminist. So if you go to AppSumo and search for feminism, you're not going to find anything. I mean, I'm not sure if you find anything or not. Let's just have a look at AppSumo, right? Why not? Since we are here, let's just find out if your niche can be high paying or not. So, can you just give me some examples of what kind of niche is possible? Feminism is just one example that I'm going to search currently on AppSumo. But if you have any other niche ideas, I would love to check if those are high paying niches or not. I searched for feminism on AppSumo, and as I expected, sorry, we couldn't find any results matching feminism. So if your niche is feminism, where are you going to find clients? I don't know that. I'm sure it's possible to find clients who pay you for writing about that, but I wouldn't be able to help you with that. The strategy that I have shared wouldn't work in this case. So in my opinion, feminism is not a good enough niche to find high paying clients. Let's take a look at some other niche. For example, let's check if somebody has given niche examples. Currently, I don't have any. That's fine. That's fine. Let's search for cricket. Again, there are no tools about cricket that will be available on the place they have to go. So, in my opinion, cricket can be a niche to start a blog on and get organic traffic and get ad revenue. But if you want freelance clients, then it might be a little bit difficult for you to find matching clients on places like Appso. I'll take another example. Say, for example, writing. When I searched for writing, I found 8 products. These are all new products that help writers become better at their craft. And see, they are priced at like $69, $59. They have so many reviews. So writing is a good niche in this current example. Writing is a good niche that will help you get high paying clients as well. So if you can't find any blogs or any apps in your particular niche, then maybe your niche won't be able to pay you too much. So the only way to know is to search for it on AppSumo, search for it on Product Hunt, search for it on Google. You can simply Google. Let's try Googling feminism apps as well. Okay, so instead of searching on AppSumo, I'm going to search on Google for feminism apps. So see, if I search for that, I do get some apps, like 6 apps every feminist needs. But this is an old article published in 2014, 10 years ago. I'm not sure how many of these apps are still available. I'm not saying feminism is a bad niche, but the number of apps that you would find for feminism would be very less compared to the number of apps you would find for some other niche like mental health or physical health, something like that. Because so many people want to get better at their physical health, they want to build better habits, right? That they don't that there is no dearth of apps in those niches. So that's my straightforward answer to your question. I hope it helps. I hope uh, it helps. And see, as a writer, if you want to make money, it's not going to come to your lap, or nobody's going to hand it to you on a plate. You have to do your research. You have to do your own survey, your own reconnaissance before starting. If you want to write about spirituality, there are so many apps on spirituality that I personally know of. I know of Calm, I know of Focus, I know this wonderful app called Serene AI. So there are already 3 apps off the top of my head that help with spirituality and meditation. So I would say spirituality is a great app, is a great niche to get high paying clients in. But you have to do your research, you have to do your own client shortlisting. That's something that's in your control. That's something that you can do for you. But how I can help you is, let me share my screen once again. So, as I mentioned in my previous live session as well, I have this flagship course, Freelance Superheroes. It's a self-paced course, which means it's a video course, but you can watch it at your own pace. And if you join this course, you are going to get a detailed step-by-step on how you can start from scratch and find high-paying clients. Well, the original price for this course is $179, but for the first 20 people who buy this, the price is only $99. So if you go to this link right now, I'm going to copy the link and I'm going to paste it in the live chat section of this video. So if you go here right now and make a purchase today, you're going to get this at $99. But once this initial 20 copies are over, the full price is going to be 179. So if you're interested in learning how to be a freelance writer, how to make money from freelancing, then this is going to be a resource that is filled with value for you. Let me also show you a sneak peek into all the stuff that you are going to find inside Freelance Superheroes. So this is a look or a glimpse at all the stuff that you will find inside Freelance Superheroes. So this is a four-part course. The first part is building your writing portfolio that has like 13 parts or 13 videos. The duration of each video is mentioned at the side of each video. So in the part one about building your writing portfolio, we will talk about what are the elements of a portfolio. We will talk about how to find your niche. We also have some exercises, some journal prompts that will help beginners find your niche. There are some content ideas, and we'll also learn about how to niche down and then how to build a writing habit. And we'll wind up by discussing the mindset of a successful writer. That's the first part. The second part is identifying your dream client. So here we'll talk about how to identify your dream clients, how to define who your dream client is. We will also discuss three niches that are very high value currently in 2024. Three niches that you can start writing immediately because there is guaranteed good income in that from personal experience. We'll talk about hunting clients on LinkedIn, how to hunt clients without LinkedIn, how to use social media to get more clients, how to adapt constantly as the writing scene changes, and how to be patient while clients talking. That's the second part. The third part is cold pitching your target clients. This is arguably the most important part of freelance superheroes because I am going to share you a template, two templates actually, of how you can use that template to send a pitch to your client. It's a very plug and play template. All you have to do is copy whatever your niche is and paste it there, and you can send it immediately. So we will talk about what to do for sending an email, how to write the email starting line, how to establish your credibility, how to highlight your value, how to make your offer, and how to add CTA, etc. I have also added a case study of my pitch, a pitch that I sent that gave me a $1,500 per month, how you can use that in your own pitching journey as well. This is the third part. And the fourth part is creating an offer. So a pitch and an offer are different because in a pitch, you just send them that this is all I'm going to do. But in an offer, it's more like a contract where you state the exact deliverables that the client can expect from here. Aside from talking about offer, I'll also give you some very basic details about SEO. All the elements your article needs to have good SEO because SEO can make or break your article, right? Like if a client is paying you $200 for writing one article, it has to be SEO optimized. If it's not, then the client gets nothing, nothing of value from it. So SEO, portfolio building, how to increase writing speed, all of these we'll discuss in the fourth section of Freelance Superheroes. So if you feel that you are a new writer and you want to make money from writing, then this course is definitely for you. Give it a try, take a look at the videos, watch them, and if you have questions, you can always reach out to me on email or on LinkedIn. So, how much views on you're getting on Medium these days? Would you like to see my Medium stats screenshot? Very honest take on in this is for March 2024. I got 23K views, 7.6K reads, and my articles are doing pretty well. Like, this article I published recently, it made $132, and one more that made $64. Some of them are doing really bad, like $3, $5, but some are doing good, some are doing bad. It's a mixture of good and bad, but I don't have any complaints because currently Medium is definitely I have no complaints on Medium for sure. So yeah, this is a very honest look at my Medium stats. I hope that answers your question. So yeah, like I mentioned, Medium is not a very reliable income source because your money keeps fluctuating every month. Um, like one article makes $100, one will make $2. Freelancing, on the other hand, is better because you know how much money you're going to get every month for exactly how much work you have to do. That's why I prefer freelancing because it gives me an idea of how much money I'll make at the end of each month, and instead of relying just on Medium for my income source. So, yes, that was pretty much all I had to talk about in today's live session. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching this until the end with me, and thank you so much for being such an engaged audience. I hope you found some value from it. And again, a quick reminder, Freelance Superheroes is going to be available at this price for the first 20 people who buy it. After that, the price is going to increase and I'm never going to bring it back to this price again. So if you're interested in learning to be a freelancer, then definitely check out Freelance Superheroes. I have shared the link in the chat section, and I hope to see you again soon. Until then, stay awesome and keep writing. Cheers.